It's back. We've got the car back from the sign riders, and this thing looks sensational. In the 2011 championship winning livery. A few updates to the sponsors and a few nice bits and pieces on the car, but this is exactly what we were hoping for. Full credit to Chris Gilmour, this is his vision. This is what he was hoping to achieve, and it is. It's in memory of our father, it's in memory of Luke Spalding and Tom Hardiman, all team members and all recently lost, and a really fitting tribute to them. The car's amazing, it's exactly what we're hoping for. I've just got a few little finishing touches to go and this thing's track ready. A couple of the parts are left off to make the sign rider's job that little bit easier and to prevent any damage, but this is amazing. The updates to the sponsors are just to bring it up with the times, fit in a little bit better with the team. But I couldn't be happier. This is great. This is really good, and it's great to have it back home at Gilmour Racing, back in the workshop, and we can get this thing tidied up, and then it's track ready. We're ready to go. The final fit up of all the body panels is going well. A lot of the stuff the side riders had to take off to work his magic, and that's fine. We've left bolts out of things and we've left things off the car to make his life easier. So I'm just going through now, final fit up of the panels. I've just had the side pot off, tightened all the snorkel and everything up for the last time, and mounted the body panels for the last fit. The brakes have been done and bled, so now it's just a chance to go over the car, double check all the work we've done, and get ready for the racetrack. Everything's fitted up, but there's one last check we need to do. We need to make sure this thing still runs. We're off to the track in a couple of days for its first test, and we don't want any dramas when we get there. We want to make sure everything's sweet. So, jump pack battery's plugged in. The reason we run this is because the car doesn't have an alternator, so the battery that it has to start with is the battery it has to finish with. So it's quite a lot of draw on the battery in the car. So if we can give it a booster when we start the car, it'll last that little bit better. It'll run the fuel pumps and everything, and everyone will be happy. Now, that's the key. The battery key, the isolator switch is down here in the side pod in this hole. Let's see if I can actually turn it on. It's normally a bit of a pain. It's behind one of the stays. Okay, that's on. So now that that's sorted, green light's on to say that we've got power. That top switch is ignition. Fuel pump's primed, the dash comes up. So I'm kind of hoping if I hit that red start button, it should start. So we'll see how we go. On the dash there, that's the engine temperature, the T motor. Operating temperature for this engine is about 60 degrees C, so we've just warmed it up to exactly 60 and it's starting to cool down already as soon as we switched it off. One of the other things you might have noticed was the rear brakes were just turning over. Not uncommon for these, it's just a drag in the gearbox, basically telling us that the gearbox oil isn't warmed up. No leaks, everything looks really cool, sounds nice. I'll just do the fuel, drain out what's in the tank, measure it, then put back a known amount in, so then we know what we've got so we can go to the track, and it's one less thing we've got to do. We can just warm the car up and hit the track. This is our fancy fuel rig, small and compact, but it's all in one place. We've got the digital meter there. It's got its own pump, its own battery. So using the quick couplers direct into the fuel tank, we can drain the fuel, measure how much came out, and then we can measure what goes back in. And from this we can figure out useful things like fuel burn, fuel consumption per lap, and then we can also use that for ballast should we need it, should we have a lighter driver. I'll get this fueled now and we'll keep moving.
Bye.